All right, we're back at Anderson Motor Speedway. Pulling double duty tonight in the late model and the being modified. Going to do a little bit of morning practice in the late model in preparation for tonight. We're coming off a decent streak of top 5 finishes in the late model and a win in being modified, so feeling good about both classes tonight. It's not too often I get to put on sticker tires. I had to skip a few meals this week in order to pay for it. We're stickering up in practice and qualifying run before we put it up for the afternoon. It's junk tight like usual. So morning practice went okay. We made the car worse, and then we just put it back to how we showed up, and that's probably just what we'll race with. It was a little tight, but that's been the case all year. We'll just have to deal with it, I think. We still got one more practice in the late model coming up shortly, and then qualifying not till 8 p.m. So plenty of time for the track to grip up and change. Maybe it'll come to us. And being modified practice is coming up shortly, right after the late model practice as well.
Magic. The second to last driver to take time here tonight for the Anderson late models. Collins right now, going to be in that fifth position.
So I won the BM Modified heat race, starting on the outside front row in that, and we qualified third in the late model. Only 7 cars in late model, but 7 pretty good ones. And because there's only 7 cars, they cut the laps down to 40 instead of 60. Just put on a better show for the fans. I'm sure it'll get kind of strung out. So 20 laps to get it done in BM Modified and 40 in late model. Just have a couple cars to pass to try to pull the double tonight. Big jump. Teammate Vadim's in good position to win this one, rooting on him in mini stock. Pretty decent crowd here tonight for the Hunter Hall Memorial. About ready to strap in the BM Modified.
Ladies and gentlemen, y'all let him hear Mr. Jacob Snyder! All right, we had a discussion before the race, and I asked you if you're going to two-peat it again. You said, nah, we good. Guess what? We in winner circle. How you feel?
It feels good. Second time in a row, I got out of the car much quicker than I did last week. But yeah, shout out to the Hall family. It's real sad what happened to them. I hope we're putting on a good show for Hunter. I hope he's watching down on us.
Got anybody you need to thank tonight?
MCI Supply, Shannon Irvin, Vadim Kozadoy. They worked their tails off on this car. I just drive.
Anderson Motor Speedway, y'all let him hear Mr. Jacob Snyder!
So that was another good race in being modified. The 8 car always starts off just a tick better than us, but as the race goes, this one gets better and better. I don't know that he falls off or if this one gets better. I'm just gonna have to look at lap times, but either way, this car is on a roll. We're 2 for 2 now since I started driving it, so try to go 3 for 3 next time, but focus on the late model now.
Car is that? Great. Car high. Clear. Car high. Clear. Clear by half. Clear by half. Clear by half. Clear by 1. Clear by 1. Clear by 1. Clear by 2. 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 Clear by 3. Clear by 3. Car high. Car high. Car high. Car high. Clear, clear. Clear by 1. Clear by 2. By 2, pulling away. Clear by 3. About 3, pulling away. 5 to go, 5 to go. You're all by yourself, white flag. Checker, checker, P2.
Not a bad run. It's not hailing terrible there at the end. We just have nothing for the one, like usual. I don't know what I need to even compete.
Yeah, you pulled away from everybody else. Tech shed, please. Tech shed, please.
Have I already talked about the BM modified one? You got me right. So P2 in the late model, decent race. Started P3, settled in there. I lost a little bit of ground early, and then a lot of ground when I passed for second place. And once I got in second, the leader was gone, and I think he was kind of outpacing us anyway. I didn't have much for him, so solid P2 with a 25-year-old car again. Eventually, these P2 and P3s ought to turn into a win, I hope. But I'm having fun out here. Can't complain. A first and a second for the night. It was a late one. I'm ready to go home, take a shower, and go to bed. That doesn't make. Yeah, see, you gotta put one. You gotta put one under the big one. Second off. Huh? What's second off? Oh, we're putting the travel packers in it. Oh. Really? We should do it first.